am so excited because we are literally coming into the home stretch. So today's tip is going to save so much money, and it's something people ought to do on a regular basis, and sometimes we forget about it, and that's what these people are counting on. So today, I can't wait to share the tip with you, so let's jump right in. Hey everyone, this is Lauren Mack with Hacking the Rat Race, and I would love for you to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any more videos on money, saving, and investing, and especially not during this 30-day emergency fund savings challenge. Today is day 19, and we are going to be saving $20. That's right, 4 fives, $20. So we're going to take this $20 and we are going to put it in our emergency fund envelope with the rest of our money. And in this envelope is $212. That is so awesome. A way to go. And again, if you don't have a emergency fund envelope and you are just putting the money in your savings account, do that right now. $20, you can move it over, and you should also have $212, which is so awesome. So I am so excited. I want to hear from you in the comments below. How's it going? How are you feeling? Are you still pumped? Literally, we are this close to hitting our goal, and I am so excited. So now I'm going to share with you today's tip. And today's tip is canceling subscriptions that you don't use, or at least dialing them down to what you do use. So I'm going to jump right into this, because the whole point of the subscription model is so that we just keep paying and paying and paying, and oftentimes they love it even more when we're not using it, because that's basically just free money. Let's be real. We sign up for something, we use it for a little bit, and oftentimes we forget about it. I know so many people, including myself, who started doing their budget, going through their expenses, and was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I still have this subscription. I completely forgot about it. I haven't even looked at it in 6 months. This happens all the time. This is why people who have the subscription services love them so much. One of the biggest ones is the gym, right? You go to the gym, you get excited, especially around New Year's, you get those New Year's resolutions, right? So we go to the gym, we sign up, and we're gung-ho, and then, I don't know, like 4 weeks later, we're like, don't really love the gym so much, but you forget to cancel your subscription. And in some cases, even like for a gym subscription, you almost have this guilt, right? Like, but if I cancel it, that means I'm not really fit. I'm gonna go. I can't cancel it because then I can't go, and then I won't be fit, and I'm gonna get time for that. I'm going to. And then maybe 4 months later, you think about it again, and basically you never cancel it. And gyms are so profitable off of this simple strategy. So what I'm asking is that you just audit your subscriptions. I'm not saying get rid of all of them, but do a cost-benefit analysis, because I have worked with so many people. A, they forgot they even had subscriptions. B, they almost never use them. And C, when they did the cost-benefit versus the guilt, they realized that they didn't really need it. And let me give you a good example of that. Let's go back to the gym membership, right? So let's just say a gym membership's $25 a month. I know some are up to $100 or $200, I don't know, something insane, but let's just go with $20 a month, okay? So you have a gym membership, and maybe you haven't used it in 6 months. So that's $120. However, maybe a gym's drop-in rate is $10. You think to yourself when you think about canceling it, well, you know what? I mean, I'm only paying $10 more, and then if I want to go more than 2 times, then I'll be losing money. Okay, that's true. If you're using the gym a lot, I definitely wouldn't use the drop-in rate. However, if you look back at the last 6 months or the last year, how many times have you actually gone? If the answer is you've gone twice in the last 6 months, then really you're only paying $20 to drop in, and you're saving that extra $100. So try to be logical, kind of like when you're going through your stuff, like the Marie Kondo method, I guess. Look at your subscriptions objectively and look at them not from an emotional or a guilt perspective, or, oh, one day, or, oh, but I really kind of like this. I mean, if you love it and you're regularly using it, great. Keep it. I'm not saying get rid of all your subscriptions. If you haven't used one in the last 6 months, the last year, even the last 3 months, then consider what would it be to buy these things one time. Another example would be the little tester beauty subscriptions, right? They're so exciting, they're fun to get in the mail, you never know what you're gonna get. I don't know, maybe they're like $10 a month. But let's be real, how many of those little things do you actually use? Maybe you try it once or twice. I think it's more of the excitement of getting it in the mail. If that's true and you look at them and you're like, well, I only use maybe one or two things, maybe you could look at buying some of those samples at places like Ulta, Sephora, or if you have regular beauty products that you buy from these places, a lot of times if you buy online, they include samples. This is a trade-off. So you either buy samples or even get free samples with things that you're already purchasing. So you get to have that excitement, you get to try things, but maybe it's not costing you $120 or $240 a year. Just canceling one subscription for $20 a month for an entire year, which could be a gym, it could be a beauty, it could be a box like FunFitFab. I think those are even like $40 a month. If you just cancel one of these, that's $240 a year at a $20 monthly subscription. So again, that's almost half the goal you're saving right now. So go through and look at them. So the other thing you can do is look on your phone, because oftentimes maybe we got subscriptions to games, some kind of app, maybe audiobook subscriptions, and we don't really ever have time to read them. I mean, literally, there are endless amounts of subscriptions. I mean, there's Amazon, Hulu, Netflix, HBO Now. Like, literally this day and age, it seems like you can get almost anything on a subscription, which actually isn't always bad. For example, if you wanted to buy Photoshop a long time ago, to buy the entire product could be hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Now, literally, you can get a subscription. I think it's anywhere from like $8 to $50 a month, and then you don't have to make that upfront investment. However, if you have that kind of subscription and you never use it, or you think I'm going to use it in the future, then just cancel it, pause it. Or for example, maybe you have a food subscription to like Blue Apron or something like that. And maybe you end up throwing half the food out because you end up going out to eat or you don't feel like cooking. You don't have to cancel it, just dial it back to one day. So just audit all of your subscriptions. So the way I would do that is A, look at your bank statements. What are you paying every month? Go and just check them out and highlight your subscriptions and then do a cost benefit analysis. When's the last time I used this? How much benefit am I getting out of it? How much would I save if I dialed it back? All these questions, and then make actions accordingly. The other thing to do would be to look on your phone. Like if you have an iPhone, for example, or an iPad or something, you can go into the settings and go to manage my subscriptions and you can see what you're subscribed to. Maybe there's a game that you used to play all the time that you love and honestly you don't have time to play it, you're over it, but you forgot to cancel that maybe 50 cents or $1 subscription. Again, $1 over a year is $12. That's more than half of the money that you had to put in your envelope today. Also, don't forget quarterly subscriptions, annual subscriptions, monthly subscriptions. So look on your phone and check the managed subscriptions, whether you have an Android or you have an iPhone, and look at what you're paying. I'm telling you, you will be surprised. So many people I've worked with have been shocked at the subscriptions. In fact, I can tell you that for my husband's old computer, so 4 years ago, he had a computer and we had antivirus software. We paid for 2 years. I guess automatically turned on is to automatically renew. He doesn't even have that computer anymore. We don't use that anymore. And literally we got charged the other day. And whenever we tried to dispute it, they're trying to tell us, you didn't turn your auto renewal off. Considering we have not activated it, I'm pretty sure they will be a good company and give us our money back. But again, even myself, I have a budget, I go through all my expenses. This occurred every 2 years. So literally I had no idea it was coming. Of course, luckily because I was doing my budget, as soon as it hit, I saw it and we're fighting it. And I think that we'll get our money back. But again, so many times there's just all these little subscriptions here and there that we forget about. So if you audit them, this can start putting money back in your pocket right away. And again, if you don't want to cancel them, always consider just dialing back. That can also save you money. I want to hear from you in the comments below. How many subscriptions do you have? Do you love subscriptions? Do you hate them? And also, once you do your audit, I want to hear in the comments below, were there any subscriptions you were surprised about, or did you dial back? I cannot wait to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to hit the like button. It literally costs you nothing. It does so much for this channel, and it pushes this 30-day challenge out to people who need to beef up their emergency fund and become financially free. And also, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any more videos on money, saving, and investing, and especially not any more videos on this 30-day challenge. Thanks again, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.